Hey everyone, this is Ultra Runner. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to take a look at the DNA Design DK-59 SS86 Optimus Prime upgrade kit. I picked this up just recently from Big Bag Toy Store. They actually had it on sale for like 38 bucks, I think. And again, you know, I'm not a huge Skybound fan, but you have to admit that look with Optimus having Megatron's arm is actually pretty neat. So I decided to go and pick it up, and that's part code. You guys want to scan and take a look at it. A few places had it on sale, but nobody really had it in stock. I was actually going to pick it up from Show Z, but Show C didn't have it, so I ended up getting it from those guys. So it comes with, you know, the clam tray, everything in there, and just kind of, just in case you guys haven't bought one of their kits before, it does come with instructions. So, full instruction sheet walking you through the process from, you know, beginning to end, you know, as far as getting it transformed, or getting the parts added to them, where the parts go and stuff like that. So, for any of you guys that are interested, that is in there. The kit's pretty simple. And so this is him already complete. So this is everything on it. This is the new head, which is, looks like a masterpiece head. It's not even like the SS86 if you guys have it. A lot of people complain about the SS86 Optimus Prime head, and this is perfection. Granted, it's not battle damage, which I think would have been cool, and maybe if we got two, but I like how clean this is, and I'm not sure if I'm going to keep it on him or if I'm going to put it on my clean Prime that I have coming in, just a cab. To use it going forward. But a lot of people were, of course, when this kit first came out, we didn't have the More Than Meets the Eye version, which is this one here, the One Shall Stand version. And so I decided to get the kit, and honestly, you know, if I won't spoil it, but if you guys have read the comic, or you haven't read the comic, Prime didn't get Megatron's arm because it was just a cool thing to do. You know, he was pretty beaten up. So the fact that I wasn't clicked into place, the fact that he wasn't battle damage, to me was kind of weird. And granted, this arm is very clean, but I do like the fact that the More Than Meets the Eye version is battle damage, so I decided to get it. So I already have it all complete, but what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to do something a little different. I'm actually going to deconstruct it so you guys see how it all works. So with the kit, you come with the head. It comes with, you know, the Megatron arm. This actually has a magnet in the end because this lights up with a magnet. Of course, the arm, it comes with the two side skirts here, fillers, which are great if you keep them in a neutral position. I'll go more over that later. It comes with the inserts for the chest here, and those are plastic painted. They look phenomenal. I mean, I hope you guys are getting a good look at that. That looks really good. And then on the back, you have like the little jetpack with the boosters there, and then this piece here which covers up that opening there. So that's pretty much the extent of the kit, you know. And then of course, last but not least, you get actual Megatron gun, which is, man, if you guys have any of the current versions we have right now, you can see this is a significantly better sculpt and execution. So this is, you know, as soon as I get done with this is going in the hands of one of my guys upstairs with the rest of my collection. So, but yeah, so I just want to show you guys here how this looks here, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to basically take everything off so you understand what you got. So this just snaps on ball joint, so super easy. Gonna put that there, and then this is the head that came with it, and I guess I can show you guys side by side just so you can look at the sculpts. One of these things is not like the other. So this is the 86 sculpt we got, and honestly the battle damage version, I do like the battle damage on it. I wish this one here had some of that, but this sculpt is terrible. I'll just put it that way. It's not good at all. Whereas the one that comes in DK is really, really good, and fit and finish is great. It's more of a matte finish, which I do like more than that shiny gloss. And it does go with Optimus well, because if you guys have the battle damage version, you do know the resin, the plastics look better and match up better than they do with the standard release. So, but yeah, so that's where we go here. So I'm going to put that down there. And again, it's the same way the other one came off. Just snaps right on. And then for the side skirts, well, I'll start back here. These pieces here, the rocket effect, just slide in. There's a slot right there. You take them out. There. And then this piece here, pull it down and it slides right out. To get the side skirts out, you have to drop this piece here. Then that allows you to pivot the weights back, and you see that piece just came right out because it just pressure fits in. I've taken it in and out so many times, so it wasn't probably snapped in well, and just pulls in right from there, or pulls out right from there. Clips back in, and then there you go. And then for the arm, best way to do it I've found is take the backpack off, and then let's just pop the arm out here. The butterfly joint. This butterfly joint is actually really tight. So you pop the butterfly joint out there, and then you do a second extension there to expose the mushroom peg, and you just lift and pull it out. Just like that. And we'll just put the other arm right back in. So it just snaps right in, just like that. And goes back in there. And now the chest, these pieces here for that actually, made his chest colored and digital. Those pieces pressure fit in. They are very hard to get out, so I'm not going to pull them out. But you can guys see it doesn't affect anything. The matrix is there, so no problem at all. Hasbro saying they couldn't paint it. I mean, they could have done something that simple, but like we all think, they have some kind of inside person with DNA, because all the bad things that Hasbro doesn't forgets to do, DNA for some reason sort of does them on their figure. So did I not snap that back in? All right, so now he's back to stock. So just that simple. So again, this is just a regular Mortal MTI version, nothing super crazy. Again, this one has no battle damage really anywhere else. But this is something if you wanted to, dirty up, whether it, besides the arm here in the chest and the battle damage here, which this is actually done pretty well. This is definitely a good one to go with. But the only thing I'll tell you about the DNA kit that was kind of a weird one is if you put the side skirts in, the way they fit, they do limit mobility, and I'll show you guys that now. So I'm gonna go ahead and put them back together. So as you guys know, I don't really transform my figures online, but I was like, the DNA kit, I'll just go and do that for you, just kind of see what it looks like. So again, you fold it back, and you just insert this way here. Just clips in. And then this side here. There you go. Oh, haven't fell out. Sorry if I'm bumping the camera. And they're universal, so they actually don't have a side. So there you go. Now, what I was saying is, when you have the side skirts down, if you want to kick his leg out, because of the way they fit, the part here from the top of his thigh slams into the side skirt. So if you want to get into like a really wide stance, dynamic pose, you have to pull them out. So, but I'm just gonna leave them in vanilla pose, just so you guys can see what it looks like once it's all done. Putting it back together. Again, the chest piece is in there. We're going to do the arm. So for the arm, we're just going to go ahead and fold that back. And then you're just going to pop that out. Just like that. And then you're just going to extend that out again, just like that. Pull that out. And this Megatron arm, I guess I should have shown this, but the way it works is it clips in right there on the arm. You can see those little two slots. And it also has a handle here. So if you want to put it in his hand, you can just put it in just like that and actually hold it. He can hold it like a gun. But of course, you know, the whole thing is having it on the arm. So that just literally just clips on here on the side. Just like that. I'm gonna take this here. Drop that mushroom peg back in. And then push this back together. So that part there is done, and then for the back, of course you have to drop this little piece here to get him to swing back here. And then for the back, all we're gonna do is close that back. Oops, sorry. And put his head down. There we go. Let's say the backpack wasn't closed up all the way. So now we're gonna do is we're gonna take this piece here. Like I said, it just slots right there. Right there. Just put those in that little slot. Push it in until it clicks. And then push it up till it clicks. You got that clean little backpack there. And these here, same thing, they just pressure fit right there in those little openings there. And second one there. And these are articulated. They're like a little ball joint, so you can move them around. But they do point down. They have a little angle here where they actually point down. So, and size, the rear flap skirts go there. Fold that back into place. That locks its waist together. And then, last but not least, we're going to take its head off. So we're gonna just pop that off. And just so you guys know, this here is, these are articulated. So they do move if you want to move them around. So they are articulated. And I'm just gonna pop that right here. And I do think the head's a little bit bigger, so it does give it a little bit better proportions. And there you go. Oop, I guess I need to get this foot peg out. All right. There we go. There we go. And that is your Skybound Optimus. Like I said, if you want to get them into like a really cool dynamic pose, like I have them on my desk. So, and the hands articulate, look just like the standard Optimus. And of course it does transform. So if you transform into a truck, it does go on the back of them. Of course, I don't really transform mine. He's going to be in this mode period. But if you wanted to get him into a dynamic pose, oh, I guess I should show this real quick. So the shoulder, this little piece here, so there's a battery that goes in here. This piece here comes out, or that comes out, and then you put two L621 batteries in it. I think that's what that is. LR621. So you put two LR621s in here. And you can either use a separate magnet or you can use the magnet in the arm. And if you shift the arm to the light, it comes on. So one step is flashing, solid, other than flashing, and then off. Or you could just use a general magnet. So definitely a nice little touch there. But again, like I said, if you want to go dynamic like I typically do with mine, the way I had them sitting, you have to take these pieces out here because they will I guess I should pop this out here. The thighs will crash into them, so just pull those out. So that's probably the only thing of the kit I don't use, just because, again, like I said, it gets in the way. And of course, this SS86 Prime is awesome, great posability. And you do have more range of motion on the head for this than you do on the standard Hasbro. So like if you get them into kind of a pose like this here, you know, and get his body turned and get that thigh out like that. And so you can get a little bit more range on his head than you can with the stock head. So, but again, like I said, because of how those, you can see how if you get them in dynamic poses, the hips are going to get in the way. Those little hip skirts they come with. Like I said, it's good if you're going to be in an A pose or a less dynamic pose. But if you got them in a real dynamic pose, you just can't use those at all. And then we're going to turn the light on. And there you go. You got Optimus Prime in his, again, like I say, open the chest here, which is kind of cool. Like I say, you know, all painted, just don't forget that piece. So if you do want to have him where he's damaged laying down with his chest open, you know, you can do that, and it just looks so cool and so detailed on the inside now. They did a great job with this kit. Like I say, it's my first DNA kit. I'll definitely tell you, it definitely won't be my last, because I really like this one here completely. No issues with it at all. Looks amazing, and does a job. Like I say, this is, you know, a good alternative for people like Optimus. Again, even if you're not into the Skybound comics, a lot of people are super enamored with this look, and it's a great version to get. And like I say, the kit's, I think that's bought it for 38 bucks from BBTS. So, but you can pick it up pretty much anywhere. It shows the TF stores, you know, if they have them in stock, of course. So, and of course, you can always pick them up on eBay. But let me know what you guys think. Put your comments down below and let me know what you think about this. Appreciate your time. Thanks for hanging out. Later.